Welcome to the Bruins Benders Podcast, Season 5 premiere with Maddie and Smitty, brought to you on the Inside the Rink Podcast Network at InsideTheRink.com. If you are joining us live on YouTube, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. If you're listening on any of the podcast platforms, give us a rate and review. Sign up for ITR Plus for Benders off-air content. In this episode, we will discuss Prospects Challenge, top 30 Bruins prospects, and season predictions coming on this episode. Live with y'all. Follow us each on X. All y'all. Follow us each on X at Benders Smitty and at Mr. Matty Barry as we begin season 5. I think this is up maybe
193 all the episodes. We have all of them. We've done them all.
We've done them all. We've done hundreds of post games.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'm fucking exhausted.
I'm tired already. Is the season over yet?
Yeah, actually. Actually, it is.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, according to you, it is, but not according to this guy, Mr. Optimism.
Actually,
I am optimistic about this season and everything that goes along with it. We're doing a Seinfeld thing. We're doing a reverse. Jinx.
You actually are changing your spots, whatever you call it.
Yeah, I'm gonna, until, like I said before, until Mason Lohrei takes a puck out of in front of his own net and it gets scored on. Until then, I'm gonna try to remain positive because look, everybody's 0-0 right now. We don't know. Maybe they'll fucking surprise the fuck out of me. Maybe. Sorry, John. Let's get that out of the way early.
Maybe
they'll surprise the fuck out of me. Who knows? Nobody knows right now. On paper, doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. No. But you know, that's why they play the games.
Yeah, I mean that you play the games. Yeah, you play to win the games too.
Yeah, you do.
But they're playing the games. Tomorrow night, or tomorrow rather, as the training camp begins.
Yeah,
and that'll begin, and then Don Sweeney will speak at noon, and Marco Sturm will speak at 12:30. And then they'll do a week of practice and preparation for Sunday's game, first preseason game against the Washington Capitals at 5 p.m. on NESN Plus, by the way.
Okay.
NESN Plus.
NESN Plus. They're going to be NESN Plus for a while because the Red Sox are actually pretty good right now. Yes, Dan, we just started.
Daniel.
Anything, Daniel.
Yeah.
You are in it to win it. Yep. You missed about the first 2 minutes or so. That's it. Here you are. Welcome back. Glad to have you.
Yeah.
Then you didn't get bit by anything in Australia over the summer, did you? Any snakes or kangaroos or spiders or any other venomous creatures?
No venom. No venom free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Venom free.
News today from the Bruins. Adam McQuaid is the new director of player development. I didn't see that they had a director of player development prior to this.
Wasn't it Jamie Langenbrunner? Wasn't it him?
Jamie Langenbrunner was assistant GM player personnel.
Okay.
So this is a player development role.
All right. So maybe they were so bad at player development because they didn't have anyone actually in charge of player development. Maybe that's what the problem was. All along, they didn't have anybody in charge of it. So how can they be any good at it when no one is actually focusing?
Do you think they were in a meeting and they were like, "What can we do first to improve player development?" And someone said, "Maybe we should have a director." Maybe.
I think so.
I mean, let's throw that out there.
It's a step in the right direction, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, they have to develop some players pronto.
Yes,
they have to.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Is Adam McQuaid the guy to do it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. He seems like he's a pretty good teacher as far as the defense goes in the training camp settings and in the rookie camp settings. Yeah. Like that seems to be, but can he do the overall thing? Can he do it with forwards? I don't know.
Does anybody know what the identity is? Like, does anybody know what a Bruins player is? Can you define that?
I mean, that's not Adam McQuaid's problem. That's upper management's problem, and I think they don't know, at least not yet.
Clearly,
but here we go, Mr. Optimism. They had a pretty good draft by all accounts. So they had a pretty good draft. So can they develop some of those guys? Because the guys they've drafted previously, and you've pointed it out numerous times, they've struggled to develop guys. The last, what is it? John Beecher since McAvoy,
and then before that it was
Frederic.
It was Frederic. Yeah,
Frederic and Beecher, the last two guys.
Now you're going back to 2016. You're going 10 years back.
Yeah, get any meaningful minutes. That you can't have that. You can't have that and be a good team, and that's why they haven't been a good team the last.
You cannot have that.
No.
Yeah. And Boston College has been picked 5th in the Hockey East coaches poll preseason with 6 Bruins prospects. So even the college coaches, not quite sure what the prospects will look like.
Yeah,
with James Hagens and company, 5th, picked 5th.
Yeah,
in that conference.
Here's what we need from Boston College this year, and I don't care if they win or lose. I really don't. But what we need from Boston College is we need James Hagens to have a monster year. He needs to have a monster Hobie Baker finalist kind of year. He needs to have one of those.
I'm with you.
And we need to see Dean Letourneau generate a pulse, any kind of pulse, score a goal or 2 or 3. We need to see a step in the right direction from him. That's what we need out of BC this year. And if Andre Gaston and Christian Konstantinsky and Jelwick and who else? Who's the other guy that's there?
Will Moore.
Will Moore. It would be nice to see Will Moore have a good year as a incoming guy. So yeah, Bruins prospects taking a step in the right direction of BC, even if they finish 5th.
Yeah, BU is 1, and Jonathan Morello is on the BU squad. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But I was surprised to see BC that far down the list, because I just assumed BC would be one of the top 5 nationally or whatever. But I guess that's not the case.
Well, I mean, they lost some talent. They
did lose some talent for sure. Yeah. All right, so 7 Chirps is sponsored by Lobster Brewing. Lobster Brewing and Tasting Room in downtown Woonsocket, Rhode Island, specializing in small batch ales and lagers. Open 7 days a week. Use the coupon code SPORTS to get 10% off your online order at lobsterbrewing.com. Follow them at Lobster Brewing for new beers and events. Chirp number 1, your reaction to the Prospects Challenge, which had them split the 2 games. Fraser Minton and Don's Locmelis were noteworthy. But what was also noteworthy is that there were only like 8 guys who were actually Bruins property on the team.
Yeah, a weird situation. I don't know why you would go to a tournament like that if you can't fill out a roster. You know what I mean? Like, that seems weird to me. It does. I'm not even really. I mean, it is funny, but I'm not even really trying to be funny. Like, I honestly don't know why you would go to a tournament like that if you don't
see a bunch of guys that you will never. Yeah, they'll never play for your organization.
Build a roster. I don't understand it. I mean, I guess it's to get a look at the Fraser Mintons and the Locmelises of the world. And look, those guys acquitted themselves well.
Yeah.
So that bodes well for both of those guys heading into training camp. I think that's a good sign that they stood out, because if they're planning on, Fraser Minton, especially if he's planning on making the Bruins the NHL club, he needed to stand out in this tournament. We said that, in the last episode. So that's a good sign for him. And for Locmelis, Greg Carvel said he's the most favorite player he's ever coached. He had Cale Makar. So that's a good sign too. I'm not saying he's going to be Cale Makar, but if he likes the player that much, I think that's a good sign for Bruins fans and for Locmelis.
I agree. Like, look, Locmelis is really coming on. I've learned that I'm not going to get hot and heavy until I see these guys play in the NHL. I see the team give them a chance to compete and play, and I see them produce. Like, I love the talk about Will Zellers and all these other guys and Yelminov and Russia and all this stuff I see on film, Blanar, all these guys. But I've seen stuff from other guys. I mean, how many videos of Georgian Merkulov did we see for weeks on end, and he hasn't done a damn thing? So yeah, I mean, are there some prospects there that give a little bit of pulse? Sure, but Jesus, I need to see first of all the team have open slots. Number one, have open slots to give guys a chance, and then giving them a chance.
That's the problem, isn't it?
And here's the thing about Locmelis. I don't know if you just said this, but Locmelis with Mujanel, when he said that he was super responsible.
Yeah.
My head almost exploded.
Of course it did.
Like seriously. Like we get it. We get it. You want your hockey players to be smart hockey players and not be a complete dunce on the ice. We get it. Okay. But can we not harp on the super responsible nonsense? Does the guy produce? Does the guy play with some fucking jam and some compete level? Does the guy actually make plays, drive his line, play offense? Like, does that happen?
I'm starting to find out, like it's starting to come into my mind now what the identity of a Boston Bruins player is. And I'll tell you what, I don't like it.
I don't love it.
Because you know what it is? It's super responsible. That's the identity.
That's the identity.
It's responsible two-way hockey, which is boring as fuck.
Yes.
And it's not going to win you a damn thing.
No,
nothing. You can't have 12 Patrice Bergerons on your team. You can't. First of all, no one's Patrice Bergeron. No one's that good defensively as a forward. No. So get that out of your head right away. And stop fucking comparing everyone to him. Stop fucking doing it. Okay? Yeah. Stop it.
Yeah.
And then you need skilled guys. You need the Pastas of the world, the Marchands of the world, the David Krejcis of the world. You need a blend of different types of talent. That's part of the reason your team doesn't win, is because you have a bunch of guys that are forwards that all want to pass the puck. And when no one wants to shoot, then you have a bunch of guys who have shitty years because they're passing it to a guy who's not open because they don't want to shoot it. Charlie Coyle, Pavel Zacha. So
your NHL club's going to have 18 shots per game.
Yeah,
because you can't get shots toward the net.
Quality over quantity was what we were
Jimmy,
sold.
Yeah, Monty. Yeah, and you know what? I don't think that's Monty's philosophy.
No,
I think that was Don Sweeney's philosophy that he told Monty to use, but I don't see the Blues playing that way.
Oh,
so that's interesting to me. Hey, this conversation reminds me that you can get 20% off with code Sorry John for any merchandise out there. Okay, so when you go to the website and you get some Bruins Benders merchandise, you use this QR code right here. You get 20% off with code Sorry John, and get yourself ready for the October 7th first post game of the season. Back-to-back post games to get us going.
Look at that Mason Lohrei, looking motherfucker. Look at him.
Look at that. Look at him. Get fucking bent. So anyway, the prospect challenge. So there was Jackson Edward, I think, scored a goal.
Sure.
His stock has kind of gone down some from when he came out guns a-blazing. Memorial Cup, he was playing really well, and now since then he's kind of falling off the radar. How about a Brett Harrison sighting?
Brett Harrison
sighting. The witness protection program actually plays fairly well, and puts on, I guess, 15 pounds of muscle.
Sure.
And was actually a fairly productive player in this tournament.
Yeah, can he move those? Question.
Well, that's the thing.
Can he actually skate at the NHL level? Which I'm not sure of, and that I think that may be Georgi Merkulov's problem too.
Yeah, I think it's the skating. I think it's the skating. Even that says a lot with the Bruins, because the Bruins aren't a great skating team.
No, they're not.
So if you can't skate in that team, if Justin Brazeau can play in that team and you can't, then it must be an issue.
Yeah. Well, they're also looking for the. They're looking for the guys the size of Brazeau to do to do things down low.
Yeah, to do things.
And pass to people.
Do all sorts of things.
Another guy who I thought impressed a little bit was Ty Gallagher, and he was another guy who, when he was first drafted, people were high on because he was at BU, so everybody saw him and that, and then he kind of fell off. He had a kind of a down couple of seasons at BU, and then he went to, where'd he go? Colorado
College. Yeah.
Went to Colorado College and had a really good year for them. and then has kind of carried that into the start of his pro career. So he's been pretty good. Heat Grim says, Mason Lowe, my merch, use promo code. Oh my God.
Own goal.
I can't read.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord. That's funny. Oh, God. Maybe we'll do own goal this year.
Too, buddy.
Maybe we'll do dump and chase or something. What are we going to do? We're going to do super responsible. Code super responsible will get you fucking 6% off.
Yeah, it'll get you 0% off because it's boring as fuck and no one cares about it.
We're going to add $5 to every order. Super responsible.
God. Yeah. Paying for tax and shipping. So use the code super responsible to get extra tax and extra shipping costs.
I'll tell you what, the whole season, if it goes the way we think it's going, post games and live events and everything, it's going to be kind of like this. I mean, we're just going to be so beside ourselves.
It's going to be like that.
It's going to be dangerous liver situation.
Shut up,
Trip 2. Is Dan Locmelis someone who could steal a spot? We see all these projected lineups. He's not in it.
Yep.
Is he in it?
Could he steal a spot? Yeah. I'll go back to what you said earlier. Are there any spots available?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So I think it's going to be hard for him to steal a spot from, one of the 12,000 fourth liners that they brought in the offseason. Right.
So and here's the other thing. Locmelis will play fourth line with, Dumb and Dumber and not be able to produce.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got to play he's more of a top 6 type.
I'll tell you what. I have no idea what the team is going to look like outside of maybe the top 6. I really don't.
I don't either.
I know Tanner Jeannot is probably going to be on the third line, but here's something. I wouldn't mind seeing a third line of Tanner Jeannot. No, I mean, I don't want him on the third line, but that's what he's going to be. Tanner Jeannot, Fraser Minton, and Dan Locmelis.
Yeah, that's
a couple of guys. That's a couple of guys that can play maybe a little bit, create some things.
Yeah.
And then you have Jeannot out there to watch their backs and bang people around. And look, he did score 24 goals like 4,000 years ago. Mm-hmm. So maybe he can do it again.
Yeah.
Put him with a couple of guys
but here's the thing.
Actual talent, maybe it happens.
But here's the thing.
It's optimism.
Matej Blumel.
Oh yeah, Matej
has got to play.
Yeah, he's got.
So does Hustadinov because he can't be sent down. So, I mean, you got Asimont.
Oh, they're losing some guys.
Kastelic. I mean, they're losing people.
They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose a Hustadinov probably. Look, Asimont's gonna play. I think Corrali's gonna play. Kastelic's gonna play.
Yeah, Kirill. There's another one. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Where's Joe? What's happening with our boy John Beecher? What's he gonna do?
Johnny Beach? Well, he's got a 2-way, right? He may start.
Is he a 2-way?
I think he is he, or is he 1-way? Is he 1-way? I'll have to look at that. I don't know.
Producer Connor, can you let us know if
Johnny is 1 or 2-way?
1-way contract.
Good to see you as well, Sean Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be confused with Shawn Michaels. Michael Hickenbottom.
Yeah.
No. Chirp 3. Hey, Jordan Harris. We haven't talked about Jordan Harris.
Yeah.
Could be a sleeper defenseman. No?
Sure. He could be.
A guy who can play some minutes.
Yeah, he's in that, 7th, 8th defenseman area. Look, they're thin. They're thin on defense.
They are thin.
So, yeah, he could get some time. Definitely. Ty Gallagher could get some time. Jackson Edward, if he has a good camp, could get some time. Some of those guys are going to play. Michael Callahan, too.
We got Michael Callahan in there. Yeah.
And if those guys are getting serious minutes, any of those guys, you're in big trouble. Big trouble.
Oh, I mean, you're in deep.
Big trouble.
You got to get your shit kickers on.
The defense is supposed to be the strength of the team. It wasn't last year. They lost McAvoy. They lost Hampus, Lindholm, and Swayman was awful. So defensive goaltending is supposed to be the strength. If it's not the strength this year, if it's not, they're a bottom 5 team.
Oh, without a doubt.
And they may be a bottom 5 team anyway. They can't score goals.
Right.
Anyway, scoring goals.
Right.
So if the defense and goaltending isn't outstanding, they're going to struggle. And
we talked about Swayman last week about his comments and putting more pressure on himself to say he's new and improved, and what Jeremy Swayman is doing fine, or he's a new man, or whatever the fuck he was saying.
Jeremy Swayman is a new human. Talked about himself in the third person.
Be a human being.
He's an optimistic new human too.
I'll tell you what. You and Jeremy Swayman. We're gonna do the Jeremy Swayman watch, the new human watch. It's gonna be Smitty and Jeremy Swayman. We're gonna see how either one of them is holding up during the year. Yeah, we're gonna see. Jesus. Chirp 4. Kirill Kaprizov turned down $16 million a year from Minnesota per reports. So let's talk about the bargain that David Pastrnak is as we go forward here. I mean, he is quite a bargain.
Yes, he is.
He's making 11, a little over 11 and a half, whatever it is. Yeah. That is chump change. When guys like Adrian Kempe are looking for 10 or 11 million a year, I'll take David Pastrnak any day of the week.
Absolutely.
Like, that's a good to great contract right now.
Really I mean, there are reports. I don't know how accurate they are, but there are reports out there that in the next 9 years that the salary cap is going to almost double.
Yeah, go to 170.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's Pasternak's deal is looking better and better every single day. The only question is whether or not he's going to finish his deal here.
That is a question. And people will scoff at it, and people will probably comment on this thing later on. These little trolls will probably comment later on. But I'm telling you, I think he loves it here, probably. I think he likes being a Bruin. I think he's in a good spot, all that stuff. But I'm telling you, if they're not anywhere close to winning a cup in another 3 years, you're going to start hearing that stuff.
Absolutely, you will.
You're going to start hearing it.
I mean, he's put up with, a couple down years here, and if you have another one and then another one,
I mean, look at if you're like the 6th worst team this year and you pick 6th, you're gonna get a okay prospect. I mean, and then you do it again the following year. I mean, what are you gonna get?
Yeah, I mean, if you're picking in the top 10, you should get someone pretty good.
You should. But can they put a team around it too? I mean, it's not just one by one.
No.
I mean, right now you got Hagens. And
the other thing about that is his window is now the next few years.
28, right?
He can't wait until the prospects, for Hagens and whoever else.
No,
until they mature. You don't win in this league with young kids. You don't.
No, you don't. Look at Chicago. Look at that San Jose. Yeah.
Like you don't win with high draft picks.
No, you win with veterans.
Few years. Those guys have to mature. Colorado didn't win right away with McKinnon and Makar. It took them a little time.
No,
and Rantanen. So that doesn't happen right away. It takes some time for those guys to figure out how to win and win in the playoffs, so Pasternak's window's closing. It is.
Well, they were bad when they first had Bergeron, Marchand, Krejci, Lucic. Yeah. They were bad. I mean, they had to sign Chara and Savard and that. So yeah, I mean, when you're young, you're not good. Typically,
no.
And so you're right. It's going to be 3 to 4 years before some guys even get to a point where they can be a legitimate, bona fide playoff contender, at least hockey player.
I mean, it takes a while to break into a club. Then it takes a while to establish yourself as an everyday veteran. And then it takes a while to establish yourself if you're going to be, maybe not a superstar, but an all-star or whatever. That takes time to establish yourself as that, to learn how to play consistency at that level. You don't just all of a sudden do that. That's not how it works. In this league, the league's too good. You can't just, unless you're a generational talent like a Connor McDavid, and even his teams weren't great right away. He was, but they weren't. So it takes time, and the longer it takes, the less likely Pasta is going to be around when those guys get to the level where you can actually win with them. So you might see that big contract get turned around for a haul because someone would be willing to pay a lot for a guy like David Pastrnak on a short,
oh my goodness,
short money deal.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. And I'm telling you, maybe he's the ticket.
He might be the catalyst
to get your next group. He might be.
It might be.
At the end of the day, if they can't get this done, which I don't believe they can.
Yeah.
Now, I want them to.
Sure.
But nothing indicates to me that they can do this.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I want Don Sweeney being the one that's going to pull the trigger on that trade either.
I don't think that at all. No. Because I don't want Wayne Primo and fucking whoever the fuck. I don't want Louis Eriksson and a bag of pucks.
Yeah, I mean, no offense to Marco Stern, but I don't want him.
All right, yeah. Right. For Joe Thornton?
Yeah.
Who scored like 2,000 points? Like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
All right, Chirp 5. Top 30 prospects as we see it here in the Bruins Benders podcast.
Okay.
Let's just start with the top 10. Okay, James Hagan.
Got to go 10. I was going to go 10. I think you go 10.
You're going to go 10 to 1? Okay, 10 to 1. Well, everybody knows what's Hagan's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10, I have Frederic Brunet, defenseman.
Okay. Sure.
He's on the cusp of getting some sort of spot, 7th or 8th defenseman.
Sure.
Has improved his defense, a little bit of offense. I think he's 6'4", 6'5", big kid.
Yeah, big kid.
So maybe he can. He's a former Quebec Major Junior Hockey League player.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Will Moore at 9.
Sure.
Will Moore is at BC. He was picked in the 2nd round by the Boston Bruins this season. Will Zellers, who came in that trade for, what was it, Coyle?
Yes, in the Coyle trade to the Avalanche.
So Will is at North Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
And he has produced in all the,
Yeah, in the USHL, he was the leading goal scorer.
Yeah,
in the USHL as a 17 or an 18-year-old. He was one of the youngest leading scorers in the league or something like that.
He was. Yeah, he was.
Well, I feel like he could maybe be a little bit higher. Zellers, possibly.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Maybe 7. Andre Gasso. Andre is a senior. He has produced more and more every year.
Mm-hmm.
He was a 7th round pick, but is a captain now for BC. And they love their captains. And this is his senior year, so we'll see what happens with Gasso. But yeah, you could probably flip Zellers and Gasso, I would say.
Well, I think I agree with you because I think Gasso is probably a little closer to making his pro debut. So I could see where you're going with that.
Okay. 6, Dean Letourneau.
Diener.
All right. Diener is a 1st round pick in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
25th overall. Michael DiPietro at 5. Now, DiPietro is an interesting one. He signed with Boston, stayed on with them after some question of whether or not he would.
Mm-hmm.
Teams were interested. You have the Korpisalo DiPietro thing going on now. I'm of the camp that says if you can trade Korpi and get rid of that contract, I don't even care what it's for, then I would give DiPietro the backup and then see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And then make it work if it doesn't happen somewhere else.
I'm with you.
But DiPietro will play with Providence again, and then who knows if he gets another shot. Number 4, Dan Locmelis, who we talked about, who played at UMass, played a little bit with the Providence Bruins, had a really good end of the season.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
And then had a good prospect challenge. He's really climbed the charts. 4th round pick.
Mm-hmm.
He has really blossomed. I think they are really holding a lot of stake in him right now. I mean, I think they are really they're talking him up. You hear Mujanel talk about him. Like, I think they're sizing you up for him getting a shot early. And we'll see how he does with it.
I think they're pumping him up for sure. And maybe that's to pump up his confidence and hopefully he can win a job in camp kind of a thing. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like the responsibility part, fucking not. You know that they like that thing. So,
oh God,
you want, I mean, look, I get that you don't want 12 Casey Middlestats on your team because you'd lose all the games because your defense would be dreadful. And I get that you will need guys to back check and so forth and be responsible.
Yeah, okay, great.
I get it. But I mean, settle down with it. Settle down with it.
I'd rather have, I don't know about you, but I'd rather have 12 David Pastrnaks who back check sometimes and play average defense and score 50 fucking million goals.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'd rather have. Like,
I mean,
Pastrnak has made himself a serviceable defensive player. He's fine. He's not bad. He's not terrible and all these other friggin' things. I heard today on it was a sports radio show, I think, up here in Maine, talking about how he was a terrible defensive player. No, he's not. He's a fine defensive player. He's okay. He's made himself into he plays physically enough, and he understands his responsibility defensively. He plays 21 minutes a game. Yeah. He's always a plus minus player. He's always, he's not like he's giving up goals up tonight.
Playing in the other team's ozone.
Yeah, and then scoring. 1-0 us. Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. Number 3 is Fraser Minten.
Yeah.
Now here's another guy that they are high on. Minten and Locmelis, I think, are the two that are like right at the cusp. And I'll tell you what, maybe this prospect challenge, when they showed some chemistry, maybe like you said, you throw them on the third line with Jano or Kirill or Joey Bag of Donuts or Joey Abate or whoever the fuck.
Because they gave him 5 years worth.
Yeah, they gave him 5 years. Sure. Then maybe those two, you put those two in there.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And then what happens with Matt Poitras? Like, I think Matt Poitra's getting the screws.
Yeah, he is getting the screws.
I think he's not. I think he's going to be in Providence.
You don't even have him in the top 10 list, do you?
No, and I think he's going to have another good year in Providence. And then trade deadline time, I bet you that he is one of those names that's dangled.
Yeah. Do you have him graduated out of the prospect pool?
He's played whatever it is, 30 games or whatever. I go past the 25 game mark.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So he's out. But that's the Calder Cup. Isn't that the Calder Trophy?
Yeah, I mean,
25 games, whatever the hell it is. I don't know. And then Fabian Lysell is second. And then James Hagens is your number 1.
James Hagens obviously won. I would argue in the eyes of the Boston Bruins that Diane Locmelis and Fraser Minten are ahead of Lysell.
Okay. Yeah. At this point, probably you're right. Yeah. Okay.
I think Lysell is probably 4.
That's fair.
I think those other guys are 2 and 3.
So the people who talk about how much improved the prospect pool is and so forth, let me give you 11 through 20. Okay. Riley Duran, Oscar Zilvik, John Farinacci, somebody named Bancroft, Loke Johansson, Chris Pelosi, Christian Kostadinsky, Jack Edwards, or whatever, Jackson Edwards, Beckett Hendrickson. I mean, come on, dude. Like, their prospect pool is not much better than it was.
No. So, of those guys from 11 through 20, I think Loke Johansson, they're high on.
They do.
And I think Christopher Pelosi, they're relatively high on.
Yeah.
The rest of those guys, they couldn't give 2 shits about.
They if you go down the list, it's Hendrickson, it's Gronwald, it's Philip. Remember Philip fucking Svedback?
Yeah,
he's playing his senior year in Providence.
I think they might still be high on him. He's Providence, I think, is ranked pretty high. They're ahead of BC, I think.
They're ahead of BC. I think they're 4th or something. Yeah.
So
Cooper Simpson was just drafted.
Yeah, just drafted.
Then I have Brett Harrison at 23. Jonathan Morello, Ryan Walsh, this Yemelyanov, who has been all over. Yeah.
He's been
all over Twitter.
Yeah, my good buddy Robert Chalmers is throwing him.
He's all up in that because he's been a machine offensively. I don't know.
What about Ashak Blandar?
Blandar is 28.
Yeah, he's had some highlight reel goals.
Yep. And you have Cole Chandler, who was drafted this year. Is it Cole? I don't know, some guy named Chandler.
Chandler.
And Liam Pettersson was drafted this year. And then Kasper Nassen. So, look, you got Hagens, and you got who knows about Letourneau, and you've got Locmelis and Minton. And then I don't know, dude.
After that, I would say, yeah, Will Moore, maybe a Loke Johansson.
Yeah.
Will Zellers.
Maybe someone like a Simpson or a Zellers.
I would say that they have improved the prospect pool in the last 2 years with some of the trades they made, obviously, because they brought in Zellers, they brought in Minton, and then they had a pretty good draft. So, maybe the first 3 or 4 rounds of that draft, decent. Maybe you got lucky with Locmelis. You'd still like to see something from Fabian Lysell. You'd still like to see something from Matt Poitras. So, there's some guys that are, a little bit intriguing. But again, can the Bruins actually develop them? They've struggled in this. Mm-hmm. It's like they get a bunch of guys who, he can play in the league, but is he going to have an actual impact in the league is a different story altogether. There's a difference between drafting a guy like Logan Stankoven, who's a little tiny guy, but has an impact in the league, and then drafting John Beecher, who's a big guy, real fast, skates around, and doesn't have any impact on the game whatsoever. He could not be out there, and it wouldn't matter either way.
One iota.
No. So, can they develop a guy? Can they develop a John Beecher type? Can they develop some of these guys that they have, Will Zellers or Simpson or Will Moore? Can they develop those guys into actual guys who can contribute at the NHL level? We'll fucking find out. It doesn't seem like it though right now. But hey, they now have a director of player development.
Bingo.
Things are going in the right direction.
Bingo. We never thought of it, but we did it. We named a director of player development. Don Sweeney called it in the offseason. He said, we haven't been good at player development.
Oh.
And now they're starting to make those strides. But then he signs a bunch of guys and says that the young guys need to pin their ears back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And rush
Johnny.
the passer.
Thanks. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, great. That's what you need. You already have a guy like that. You already have a guy who skates real fast and slams into the boards. It's called John Beecher.
Yeah, when he was talking at that golf tournament, I just about lost my mind.
Oh my God, isn't it just this corporate speak? This like
he sounds like a middle manager for a marketing team. He's like, Marco's going to communicate with them, and then they're going to communicate amongst themselves. What the fuck are you talking about?
The captaincy is interesting. There's 2 teams without a captain, San Jose and Boston, because JT Miller was just named the captain of the Rangers.
Yes.
I did hear a theory today on sports radio about the captaincy.
Okay.
And when Zdeno Chara signed, a stipulation was he wanted to be captain.
Yes, he did.
So their thought was that maybe they're keeping that captaincy open to use it as a nugget for someone.
Like Connor McDavid.
Like a McDavid or an Eichel or a Makar or whatever they're looking for. Yeah. Now, whether that would be any type of nugget, I don't understand how.
Give me a hell yeah.
But maybe
producer Connor's on board.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm on board too.
Yeah.
If that's what it takes.
Yeah.
If that can lure a top talent to your team, because you don't have much else to offer. You really don't.
You really don't.
You don't have the tax breaks. You don't have the warm weather. You don't have a good team. All you have is an original 6 and an open captaincy and David Pastrnak. That's what you have. 3 things.
So in order, what are the 3? Order those 3 things.
David Pastrnak, David Pastrnak, David Pastrnak.
Right. The other 2 don't matter. Like the other 2, look at. If you're trying to get Jack Eichel, you're saying you're going to play with David Pastrnak, and we're going to give you $16 million a year.
Yeah.
Jack, That's where we're coming.
They're gonna have to overpay him. Give him 18. Give him 20.
Overpay.
I don't give a flying.
And that's
not my money. Get him on my team.
That's what I would do. Like I would tamper the fuck out of it. I would do whatever. I would talk to Jack Eichel.
I mean, Donnie's an honest guy and a Harvard guy, so that's
Donnie.
Beneath him.
Donnie,
Harvard man, that's beneath him.
Yeah,
but he should do it. He should do it.
He should.
Tamper.
Because look at, as we've said before, the top guys don't get the free agency, especially now with the salary cap skyrocketing. Like teams have the room, salary cap wise, to sign their own guys back. It makes it even harder to lure a guy. And like you just said, winter sucks. The taxes suck. Like the team sucks.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot to leverage there. You know, and you're Don Sweeney, who wants you to be a responsible two-way player. If I'm Jack Eichel, I'm like, Donnie, you know, why don't you go sit in your little office and talk marketing to yourself?
Yeah.
You know, why don't you corporate speak to yourself?
I mean, they don't have a lot. They don't have a lot to offer big name free agents, and I don't think they're going to come here. So if holding open the captaincy is something that will draw one of those guys to you, by all means, keep it open and draw one of those guys.
I'm with you. I mean, that's all you have right now. That's all you have. Because like you just said, you draft guys. It takes 2 or 3 years at least to get these guys. Yeah. Like, it's going to take forever. You know, and McAvoy and Pastrnak will be past their prime. Swayman, all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be the new core. It won't be this core. This core will be the Jason Allison core years from now. Mm-hmm. And then you get the new core that with a fighting chance. This is your Anson Carter, Jason Allison years where you might make the playoffs once in a while.
Glenn Murray. This is the transition year.
This is the transition. This is
Hopefully.
This is it.
Hopefully.
This is the Todd Alec years. Yeah. All right. Sharp 6. We're gonna play a little game called Over Under.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna give you some over unders of players and their stats. You tell me where we're going.
All right.
David Pastrnak at 100 points. Over under.
Over.
Elias Lindholm, 50 points.
Over.
Over.
I'm optimistic, Smitty.
Okay.
Optimistic Smitty.
Morgan Geekie, 55 points.
Over.
Okay, so that top line is like 200 something points. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus. Okay. Pavel Zacha.
Yeah, but you have 100 and then you have 56 and 51.
Right.
That's
Right.
Gap.
That's a pretty big gap. Yeah. Pavel Zacha at let's say over under 48.
Under.
Okay. Casey Middlestat over under of 45.
Under.
Okay.
He's gonna have 40. He's gonna have 38 points and be a minus 38.
Okay. Matt Poitras over under 25.
I don't know if he's gonna get enough games. I'll say over because I'm feeling optimistic at this moment in time.
Okay. Tanner Jeannot at 30.
Under. Jesus Christ, under.
Mark Kastelic at
You can't even say it with a straight face. What did you say? 25?
25 for Mike Kastelic.
25.
Yeah.
What? Penalty minutes?
Hammer the under. Yeah.
Hammer the under. Oh my God.
25 concussions.
Holy fuck. Yeah. He's not getting close to 25.
Who else? Sean Corrali, 22.
Over.
Over for Corrals. Okay.
Curls is going to have 12 goals. Have 12 goals and 13 assists.
Okay. I'm with you. I hope it happens. Great. Let's see. Who else is on the team? John Beecher over under fucking 11.
Under
11. Okay.
Yeah.
Who else is on the
team? You need to do defenseman.
Oh, defenseman. Charlie McAvoy over under 55.
Under.
Hampus Lindholm 50.
Under.
Mason Lohrei, 35.
Over.
Ooh, okay. So you're going to bounce back from minus Lohrei.
No.
Okay, over under plus minus 32.
Under.
Okay.
Barely.
Barely under. Okay.
I think he's going to be in the minus 20s. I think he's going to have about 40 points, and he's going to be in the minus 20s.
Okay. Yoki Haru, 20.
Under.
Okay. Who else is on the team?
Zaddy.
Oh, Zaddy Daddy. 28.
Ooh, you're giving good numbers for these. Under 28.
Under. Okay. Jeremy Swayman, over under 2.55.
Under.
Okay.
And all you in the comments, you can feel free to chime in.
Throw some in there. So throw in your guy that's just gonna take off this year. We don't see it. It's gonna take off.
Give us some predictions.
Breakout candidate is what we call it here.
Yeah, breakout candidate.
Who is your breakout candidate? Who's gonna have a year like a Geekie above and beyond what you thought? 7th player worthy.
Victor Arvidsson.
Ooh, Arvidsson. Okay, I forgot about Arvidsson. Over under 43.
Over.
Okay, so he's a 50-point guy. You think so?
Yeah, I think he's going to score in the 20s of goals.
Does he play the whole season with the Bruins?
Yes.
Okay, he doesn't get traded at the deadline.
No.
I think that Fraser Minton has a decent year. Yeah, I think he gets like 35 to 40 points. I think he has a pretty good year. I do. I think he's a guy they can ride with a little bit.
I love
7-player award winner.
What they changed the criteria, right?
Is talent in the thing now? No.
Like the David Pastrnaks and Charlie McAvoys of the world can't win it anymore.
They can't win it. It has to be some other asshole.
I don't know if it's like a certain like line level or what, but I'll go with Victor Arvidsson. A little double dip right there.
Arvidsson, 7th player.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go Zaddy Daddy. I think Zaddy takes off this year and he gets the 7th player.
So you're a fan favorite. What did you say for points for him? 38 or 28?
I said 28. Over under was 28. I think he'll be over. I think he'll be 33 to 35 range.
Okay.
I think he'll be like, 7 goals and 20, 5 assists or something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
Trip 7 is season predictions. What do you got for the season predictions?
I'm gonna go with Bruins finish in the second wild card spot, make the playoffs, and lose in the first round.
What on earth? Yeah. Really?
I mean, did I tell you beforehand that Smitty's optimistic?
Oh my God, that's like you need to be drug tested.
Yeah,
like that's out of bounds.
What I believe. That's just that's just optimism.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I think they're going to be one of the 10 worst teams in the NHL. Honestly,
I got them at 78 points, and on the outside looking in,
I think they're going to be in the lottery again.
Yeah, in the lottery, but
in the lottery,
kind of deeper in the lottery, 8-9, 7-8-9, like no man's land kind of lottery kind of thing.
I think if everything goes their way, they will be a playoff team. But everything
has to go the way, and health is number one. Like if they stay relatively healthy and their best players stay healthy, they have a chance.
Yeah,
to be in it like in April.
Best players have to stay healthy, and Swayman has to have a gigantic bounce back season.
But again, as we've said before, whenever you do the ifs game in sport, it never really pans out.
It does not pan out.
You have too many ifs, you aren't that good.
Bruins have like a baker's dozen worth of ifs.
They do.
And usually maybe like 2 or 3 go your way. And then, 3 or 4 or 2 or 3 go completely the wrong way. And then all the rest of them are kind of what you thought.
Yeah.
So that's probably what will happen. 2 or 3 will go their way. McAvoy maybe and Lindholm stay healthy. Swayman has a bounce back year. Those things go well. You can't find any secondary scoring is one of the things that probably will bite them this year. Their lineup isn't deep. That probably will bite them this year. Special teams maybe doesn't bounce back. So it's what you thought it was, which is middle of the road at best. The penalty killing's middle of the road at best. Those things can't be that way in order for this team to make the playoffs. Your special teams has to be top 10 or top half of the league. Your penalty kill has to be top half of the league. All those guys need to stay healthy. Pastrnak has to have another 100-point season. Morgan Geekie can't slip. He's got to score 30 again. You have to have some kind of secondary scoring on the second line. Is Victor Arvidsson and Casey Middlestat and Pavel Zacha going to provide that? That's a terrible second line on any fucking team.
It is.
And they have one of the worst forward groups in the entire league. They do. One of the worst forward groups in the entire league. So, there's plenty of things that probably won't go their way, and they need everything to be a positive, and it's not going to be that way.
No, it isn't. All right, Chirp 8. Based on conversations with players at NHL Media Tour this week, there's one unifying belief that they share about Stanley Cup playoffs format. They want to go back to 1 through 8 instead of the wild card. I feel like all the players want to go back to 1 to 8, said Cale Makar. Should the NHL change the format back?
100%.
Absolutely. 100%. Right now, we're in that old Adams division thing where you play, Buffalo or Hartford, and then you play Montreal, like every single year. Yeah. And then when it went to 1 to 8, you could play a multitude of different players within the Eastern Conference. You could, you'd have different matchups and so forth.
Yeah.
You also don't bounce one of the best teams in the first round.
Well, that happened. You had a bunch of years there where the Bruins, the Leafs, and the Lightning all finished with over 100 points. Yeah. And they were playing each other in the first round, and one of those teams was getting bounced. If it was 1 through 8, that would have been spread out more, and maybe the Maple Leafs make it out of the first round one of those years.
I just think it sucks what they have right now.
The format's awful. It should reward the teams with the best records, not depending on what division you play in, because they don't weigh the division. They don't play the division as much now, so it's not weighted properly anyways. No, like if you're going to do that whole thing, you should be playing your division teams more than you're playing the other teams.
Right. Like in the Adams division, they played Montreal a ton of times, and then you play
like 8 times in the season.
But the divisions don't matter right now.
No, not until it comes playoff time, and then you're forced to play in your division. Right. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
that's the NHL in a nutshell for you, right there.
I agree with you. I mean, I would love to see. Hey, what about I don't know, whoever's number one? Let's say Toronto and Boston's a 1-8 matchup. That's fantastic. Sure. Give me that all day of the week. Give me that. That'd be phenomenal.
Yeah.
But what have you? Hey, why don't you go on DraftKings Sportsbook and bet? DraftKings Sportsbook is Boston's hometown sportsbook. It's live right here in Massachusetts. Bet local and all your favorite sports from the comfort of your own home with DraftKings. To celebrate, all new customers will receive up to $150 in bonus bets when you sign up for DraftKings Sportsbook using code ITR. You can now bet local on money lines, spreads, props, and more with one of America's top-rated sportsbooks. That's DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Sign up with the code ITR to get up to $150 in bonus bets to use now that mobile sports betting is live in Massachusetts. That's code ITR only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
If your loved one is experiencing problems with gambling, call 800-327-5050 or visit helplinema.org to speak with a trained specialist free and confidentially 24/7. Must be 21 plus, physically present in Mass. Eligibility restrictions apply, subject to regulatory licensing requirements. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as free bets. Terms at DraftKings.com/MA.
All right, the beauty or beauties for this week are Fraser Minton and Dan Locmelis.
This'll teach those filthy bastards who's lovable.
Tell you what, hopefully these two guys are lovable and get some love from the organization and a chance to play. I think Minton will. Locmelis has an outside chance of getting some play as well. But maybe these two guys can add a little bit of something and give you a little bit of hope.
You know what they'll add? You know what they have in common? You do. I think you know what it is. Tell me what it is.
Fraser Minton and Dan Locmelis?
Yes.
They're super responsible.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Super
responsible.
Super responsible.
Hey, we'll in lieu of goals, let's make sure we're super responsible.
Let's make sure we're super responsible. And tell you what, though that characteristic though may get those guys a chance. Being super responsible is a big thing over.
I mean, yeah. Look, I guess I don't get it. Like
of course,
you know, I don't, because John Farinacci, by all accounts, is a responsible centerman. Like he plays a good two-way game and so forth. He gets no chance. He gets one game at the end of the regular season. That's it.
Yeah.
And then and then now Dan Locmelis and Fraser Minton. Now we're talking about how responsible they are. Like which is it? Like is it, you know, and it could it be that because Farinacci was just a free agent that they picked up and Minton was a part of a big trade and Locmelis was a draft pick. Like maybe they want to develop those guys.
Yes.
You know, that they made a play on or drafted. Like maybe that's the difference. Maybe if you're a college free agent, you have a fucking a kidney stone chance in a bladder to get it fucking done.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is part of it because everybody hammers on Don Sweeney for his draft record. So if you develop a Dan Locmelis, that looks much better on him than picking up an undrafted free agent who you didn't really have anything to do with.
Yeah, showed up somebody else drafted in the third round, and then here
he is.
Here he is. Yeah, and you know what? The rest of the league knows your prospect pool sucks, and your play development sucks. The coaches, the players, everybody knows it. So you need to show some proof. You need to show some meat in the bone.
You do
here soon, so you can change that narrative. One other quick thing about was it Mitch Love? Is it Mitch Love? Is that his name?
Yeah,
for the assistant coach for the Capitals. Yeah. So evidently he was sort of a rumored name in the Bruins head coaching search. Well, now he's being investigated.
Yes,
by the NHL, and Frank Zaravalli says that something maybe to do with a woman in the organization and he had a relationship with and so forth. So that's the reason why Love kind of fell off the map. You heard his name, then you never heard it again.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think the way the Bruins have handled PR in the last few years.
No, they wouldn't want that.
They were really ready to dive back into that whole pool and that whole mess. So, you know, good on them actually for shutting that thing down. If in fact, you know,
oh my God, can you imagine?
They did pull his name out of contention.
Can you imagine if they hired him and then it came out? Like, can you imagine? Oh my God!
I mean,
thank God
they've struggled on the PR department.
All
right, let's get to the Bender, and not surprisingly, it is the Boston Bruins prospect pool.
The Bender.
Yeah, you know, like I just don't think it's that great, and it's still it's still bottom 5 to me. Like it's just, I mean, you got Higgins and a couple guys, but that's it. Like it's not much different than it's been.
No, it went from 32 to 29. I think.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta pump the brakes on the prospect pool.
I mean, let's not pretend that all of a sudden we have a top 5 prospect pool and guys are going to be coming through here and making an impact on the Bruins anytime soon. You hope, and it's still not a certainty that James Higgins is that guy. You hope he is. I hope he is. Everybody hopes he is. But it's certainly no certainty that he's going to come in and be an impact center. He's on the smallish side. I mean, he does have tremendous skill and hands and skating ability and vision and all that. And hopefully that plays at the NHL level. I hope to God it does. I really do. I hope he's the savior of the franchise. I really do. But it's not a guarantee. So you have that guy and then a bunch of guys that are on more shaky ground than he is. Mm-hmm. So there's not a lot there, really.
In a perfect world, I think James Higgins is the second line center of the future, like a David Krejci. And you got to get like your guy top line center, or at least someone as good, if not better, than Higgins. I think if Higgins is your number one center with his size and so forth, I don't know if that's great. But I think if you can get another legitimate center and he's your second line center, then I think you might have something in a couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, if somehow, some way, through some fucking voodoo black magic by Don Sweeney, they're somehow able to get, Jack Eichel or Connor McDavid to leave their teams, which is not going to happen. Both guys are rumored to sign extensions. So it's not going to happen. Those teams both have money to pay those guys. But if somehow you can make that thing happen, then I think you're cooking with gas, because now you have a legit 1A, and with Higgins, hopefully you have a 1B who's like a David Krejci, under the radar, does everything the right way, can distribute the puck, and you go from there. But that's asking a lot.
It is, but look, your centers on your best teams are Sasha Barkov, Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews,
Nathan McKinnon,
guys who are big. Nathan McKinnon. There's no 5'11", 180s there, dude. There aren't. And look, I mean, I know size doesn't matter, ladies, but it does in the NHL centerman. Yeah, like your number one center can't be 5'11", 180. Well, I think that's what Chicago's dealing with right now with Bedard.
Yeah, like, your Connor Bedards and your Jack Hughes in Jersey. Like, are those guys big enough to carry a team?
Yeah,
we'll see.
I don't know.
Can they hold up in a 2-month playoff going up against the likes of a McKinnon or a Barkov or a Matthews or a McDavid or a Draisaitl, who are going to pound on you for a full series? Can they withstand that? We'll see.
That's my caveat with it. Like, I want Higgins to be great. I think he might be a pretty good player, but I just don't think he's the number one center. Like, I know people are wishing for that because he's the first crack at it that they've had. Yeah. But to me, he's like the second line guy, and you still need a guy just above him, I think. I mean, hopefully I'm wrong, but I think that's what you need.
Well, I mean, they have him in Elias Lindholm, so everything is solved.
And Dean Letourneau. Yeah,
Dean Letourneau,
6'7". Yeah, there's your guy. Dude. Dean Letourneau goes out and scores 20 goals this year for BC. Then we're back in business. Then we're thinking, okay, maybe Dean Letourneau and James Higgins are the 1A, 1 and 1A.
Tell you. I'll be Mr. Optimistic Smitty again here. If Dean Letourneau after his 4 years of college are up turns into Tage Thompson, then you're cooking with gas.
Oh, well, and he was a late bloomer, but
he was.
Blake Wheeler was a little bit of Blake. The taller guys,
they were
a little bit of a late bloomer.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, if he's a third of Tage Thompson, be something close to Tage Thompson. I mean, my God, sign me up for that.
I would.
What else you could? What's that?
I would take half. Give me half
a Tage. You know what else I'd sign up for? Stadium Series. Stadium Series in February.
Tell you what, we don't need to sign up because we already have tickets and we're going to be there.
We are locked and loaded.
We will be in the stadium for the Stadium Series. We will be podcasting from Tampa, Florida. We will be giving you all kinds of content and whatnot from the great state of Florida. And we will be getting some sun and some drinks, probably with some umbrellas in them. There will be.
And if anybody's going,
hit
us up.
Yeah, I think you guys should try to go and hit us up all down there, and we'll
hit us up. We'll have a little Benders party down there.
We'll do it. We'll do it up real nice. I think we'll be in there for a long weekend.
Yeah,
deal.
Yeah.
Thursday to Monday or something like that, and get after it. Games on Sunday.
Yeah, Thursday to Monday. Sure.
We'll get right after it.
Yeah, and Saturday night we'll tie one on, and then Sunday we'll go to the game.
Looking forward.
That'll be a good little Benders on the road. Last year's Benders on the road was in Montreal, and that was a clown show of epic proportions. So this should be as well.
Yeah. We're going to bring more clowns this year, though, so it's going to be even better. Producer Connor's going to make the trip.
Yeah.
So we're going to have the full. You're going to have full Voltron, the full
Monty
of clowns. Yeah, the full Monty. Connor's going to streak Raymond James Stadium if the Bruins win. He is going to dive off the diving board of the pirate ship.
Yes,
the Bruins
he is
in the Stadium Series.
He is.
I will be butt naked after I strip my Trav shirt off. How about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So let's do that up big in Tampa. So that's the news for right now. We will be in Tampa February 1st game, the Stadium Series. Hopefully the Bruins are still in it-ish. That'd be better. But we'll be there, and we're excited about the road show coming up. First game is October 7th. We'll be live for that one. We'll probably do another episode in between to get you going. And then October 7th and 8th, back-to-back post-game lives right here. We'll do it all season long. We have a new sponsor, maybe another sponsor coming up. So things are
got some new sponsorships we're very excited about.
Yeah.
You guys are going to love one of them, and the other one, is all about awareness.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be a good year.
It is. It's going to be a real good year. That's why I'm optimistic Smitty right now.
You are optimistic, Smitty. Until they lose 5-1 to Washington. You're like, what the?
In the playoffs.
In the playoffs. What over under? Okay, one last over under before we go. Yeah. Over under on game that you lose your mind. I'm going to say game over under game 6.
Who are they playing in games 1 and 2?
They got Washington on the road and home against Chicago.
Game 2.
Game 2 at home.
Game 2 at home.
Maybe Matt Grzelcyk in the Chicago Blackhawks as he signed a PTO today.
Might be Grizzy.
Yeah. Grizzy scores the game winner and you lose your mind.
I think Grizzy is going to play for the. I think he's going to make the. I think he's going to make the Blackhawks 100%. I think
he had 40 points last year. He had a pretty good year.
Yeah, he did have a good year, and he is going to score against the Bruins.
He
is.
I
am going to lose my mind.
Yeah, in his hometown of Charlestown, Massachusetts. Yeah, you're going to lose your mind.
You're going to cut to his dad.
You're going to lose your ever-loving mind. Dad,
John, with the Bull Gang. Yeah, losing his mind, scoring against the Bruins.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
it's Smitty season back on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely is.
Will be back in game 2.
Hey, the game. So game 1.
Game 1 is sunshine and rainbows. Game 2 is everyone gets motherfucked.
You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb. I think they are going to win the first 2 games of the year at Washington and home against Chicago. I think they're going to win them both.
I tell you what. The Washington Capitals 3rd jerseys, the Screaming Eagle and the Reds.
Yeah.
Those things are fire. That is
they are sweet. Jersey. They are sweet. And of course the Bruins are going back to the 80s jerseys this year.
I'm buying one of those. That's another reason I got to be optimistic.
That's
because I want to buy one of those bitches.
Yeah.
And I feel like I should have that on for the Stadium Series. So
Pastrnak jersey. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to buy one of those.
Who else should you get? You got to get McAvoy or Pastrnak, right? I mean, that's
kind of have to.
Higgins. Ooh. Do you go on a limb and get Higgins?
Do you hold out? But what number is he going to be, though?
Oh, that's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You don't know.
I think
what number is he? 23 at BC? What's he?
I thought he was like 9 or 10 or something. No.
Oh, is he?
I thought he was 10.
James Higgins number. Is it 10?
10, 11? I thought it was
10.
Yeah, 10.
He also wore 10 in the development program.
Yeah, so he's not wearing that here.
Who was 10?
Wasn't it Hodge? No?
Was Hodge 10?
It was recently Anders Bjork.
It was Anders Bjork. Yeah.
10's free.
He's got 10. Riley Tufte.
Oh, Riley Tufte?
Is he 10? Hold on.
Well, you can't take it away from our good friend Riley Tufte.
No, not Tufte.
He's a friend
Tufte's
of the
wearing 10. Yeah, Tufte's wearing 10. And
okay, so 10's open. I thought 10 for some reason. I thought 10 was taken.
So right, Hagens will probably be 10.
10. Wow.
Woo!
That would be ballsy.
I'll tell you what, it'll be ballsy, but you know what? You've done a Mac Jones 10 before. I mean, that's not, let's call it what it is.
I'm still trying to rip that name.
You love the 10s,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had, you know what? I had good luck with my jerseys before the Mac Jones one, too.
Yeah, you had Ty Law.
I had Ty Law, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Nomar.
Yeah. Those are good ones.
I had some luck. I didn't do any.
James Hagens 10 in the black. Oh. Wow, that's tempting.
I like the whites. I might go road white.
You're gonna go white? See, I'll get shit all over it. I don't trust myself in white. Those are bright white.
They are.
You're gonna get some fucking. You're gonna grill on that and get some fucking schmegma on there.
Yeah, you can't do that. You got to take care of it.
Well, Jesus.
You're
gonna go to the Bruins game?
Grills in a hockey jersey. Out loud.
Fucking Happy Gilmore. I don't know.
Good producer Connor coming through. Clutch right there.
Who
in a hockey jersey
grills fucking ribs in a hockey jersey? Spent $300 on.
Take the thing off while you're fucking grilling.
This guy.
Wash the thing from fucking time to time. That's all.
Maybe. Yeah, throw it in the wash.
Throw it in the fucking washing machine.
There's some stain stick.
Yeah, Hagens 10. Ooh.
Okay. Hagens 10. Okay.
Hagens 10.
And I'll get fucking
McAvoy.
Is Mitten? What's Mitten?
15, 45. I don't know.
93.
He was wearing 93 for the.
You gotta change that. 93.
No, you'd be 93.
Yeah. You're gonna get a Jeffrey VL 48. Tanner Jeannot is 84. Don't you know? Tanner Jeannot, don't you know?
Tanner Jeannot. I didn't get a Jeannot.
Matej Blumel is 13. I get a Blumel.
I like 13. Kenny Lindholm.
Yeah, 13. Yeah. Too bad they don't have Smith. You could just get Smith and whoever that guy is.
Yeah, right. I need Riley Smith to come back.
Riley Smith. Maybe we'll look up the draft prospect, see if there's a Smith in there.
Yeah.
Draft a Smith.
Yeah, I really wish the Bruins had been able to take Will Smith out of BC.
Oh yeah, that'd be a nice one.
So that would be nice.
But anyway, go get some Bruins Benders merch.
Mm-hmm.
Using Sorry John code and 20% off. We get rocks glasses. You get some shirts and sweatshirts. Yeah. Sweatshirt season.
Yeah, it's getting to be that time.
And you can rock that out all season long while you watch us on the YouTube. So until next time, hey, thanks everyone for listening. It's good to see you guys back. We'll do it again soon. Until then, go Bruins.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.